Good news on fourth stimulus check, the 2024 stimulus check update. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me today as we deep dive into the realm of the fourth stimulus check update as there are significant change slated for the 2024. So brace yourself because these changes are not just any run-of-the-mill alterations. These changes will be going to directly impact the low-income fixed income beneficiaries of the Social Security, and we are going to talk about those people who are retirees, those people with disabilities, SSDI survivors, spousal beneficiaries, and individuals receiving SSI, VA, RRB benefits. And this is the focus of our discussion today. So let's jump right into all the details. But before we get into the details, let me pose a quick little question for you. And it's a straightforward inquiry. Do you find yourselves in the need of a stimulus check right now? Let me know your answers into the comments down below. Now, I'm not just speaking for myself right over here. I believe that I'm echoing the sentiment of the vast majority of the population and the financial landscape that has been going on. Surveys, reports, and every piece of the information currently circulating is about the financial state of American people, painting a grim picture. And we are witnessing unprecedented levels of financial hardship, something we haven't seen in over a decade. To put it into the perspective, delinquencies onto the bills, credit cards, and auto loans are at the highest level since the 2010, a staggering 14 plus years ago. It's a dire situation, and the catalysts behind this predicament are diverse. Spanning the last couple of years, money is being siphoned out of our pockets and bank accounts, leaving people grappling with the financial adversity. Now, let's not veer too far, of course. I'm eager to delve into the intricate details of 5 major changes which will be going to happen for the stimulus checks in the 2024. And these changes are glimmer of hope for the year 2024 in order to receive another round of stimulus check. I won't delve too deeply into each of the changes as time is really important. I respect your time. However, guys, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop into the comment section below. I'm here for you to answer it. If you haven't yet subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down below. I'm committed to providing you valuable insights each and every day, conducting the research so you don't have to do for yourself. If you find this information helpful, make sure to hit that like as well. That really helps us. And without further ado, let's jump right into all the details. Alright guys, now let's dissect into the major changes one by one. And first and foremost, we cannot overlook the elephant into the room, the election year. Now as we approach the month of November, crucial presidential election is looming. Now this isn't just another event, it's a catalyst that prompts us to ponder the actions of the politicians, including those in the Congress and the president who want to retain their positions, their jobs. Now let me be clear over here that I'm not taking any sort of a political stance, any sort of a political positions. It's a simple acknowledgement of a recurring pattern in 2021 and similar actions unfolded leading to the issuance of the fourth stimulus check for $1,400. That brings us to the second pivotal factor, the Federal Reserve actions. Now their aggressive interest rate hikes over the past few years have some of the consequences. The sky high interest rates are depleting our savings with over $800 billion collectively saved by the public. As the interest rates soars, spending becomes challenging, and if our savings dwindles to zero, we lose the ability to sustain economic activity going on. And that's why we need to keep our close attention on to the Federal Reserve decisions, and the Federal Reserve rate cuts could signal the economic troubles that we will be going to face ahead into the economy. Moving on, we have got the next important factor is inflation. Now once again, the major concern is now less prominent. However, in the times of economic contraction, policymakers prioritize stimulus over the inflation worries. Speaking of the Federal Reserve interest rates, inflation, and the dance between the economic policies and our wallets, now this is an election year, which is a crucial period where politicians aim to secure their votes. And let's be honest guys, in order to ensure that they keep their jobs, it's not a political stance that I'm taking right over here, but it's the pattern that has been recurring going on since the last couple of years. I'm just stating the obvious scenario, and these stimulus checks will emerge as a result of elections. We have seen these situations play out before, notably into the 2021 when the promises of fourth $1,400 stimulus check has emerged as a result result of this very scenario. The election year is a game changer, and we are on to the brink of another election year. The political landscape often influences the financial decisions, and this year is no exception. But wait, there is more to the story. Enter the Federal Reserve, a powerhouse of the economy with the ability to shape our financial landscape. Now, in the last year, they have been raising the interest rate aggressively, leaving us with our pockets lighter than ever. Interest rates are currently soaring, acting as a vacuum, pulling the cash out of our bank accounts, our savings, people's pockets, and a recent incident indicates that collectively we, the people, have around $800 billion in savings, and now that might sound like a hefty sum, but here's the thing: when you spread it across 334 million individuals, it's a mere drop into the economic ocean. As the Federal Reserve continues to play interest rate hikes, we find ourselves at a critical junction. The impact onto the savings, if they decide to cut the interest rate even further, it's a telltale sign that economy is not in a good shape, and cutting the interest rate is their way to encourage the borrowing and spending. It's a strategy which is aimed to jumpstart the economy, a sluggish economy, in an effort to put the economy back onto the track. The Federal Reserve holds a pivotal role into the economic drama, and their decisions echoes behind the confines of the boardroom. Now let's shift our focus into the inflation, the next important point. While we might be not making the headlines about the inflation like it did into the previous years, it's still a lurking presence. A high inflation is a villain into the recent years, and here is the thing: inflation has pushed the price to new heights, and today the prices are still soaring. And if we plunge into the major economic contraction, inflation becomes a least of our worries. In the times of the crisis, policymakers prioritize economic recovery over the inflation concerns. They won't hesitate to prioritize and print trillions and trillions of dollars, injecting those funds through the stimulus check in order to essentially breathe life back into the economy, in order to save the economy. So where does that leave us? Well, in a delicate dance between economic indicators, political motives, and unprecedentable nature of the financial landscape. As we navigate through these important changes, one thing is certain: that our attention needs to be laser focused onto the factors influencing the economic decisions, as these decisions are made by the politicians, and also the moves of the Federal Reserve and the ever-present spectator inflation are the important elements of our shaping financial narratives. Talking about the unemployment is a metric that holds immense significance in understanding the health of our economy. Currently, it's hovering around 3.5 to 4%, or in that range. It may seem historically low, but it's a metric that demands our attention because the monthly job report serves as a crucial barometer, offering us insights into economic health. What is the current state of the economy? As it clearly shows, as when the economy contracts, jobs are lost, businesses close the doors for the people face layoffs, and the stark reflection of our economic vitality is visible over there. Also, the next looming factor is a major recession. While data points onto the economic indicators are signaling a potential storm clouds onto the horizon, we haven't witnessed a full force of the storm just yet. Now, if a significant economic recession unfolds, a playbook remains unchanged, and they will resort a familiar script: printing money and injecting those funds into the economy once again. And history repeats itself. History serves as the guide in these uncertain scenarios. The cyclical nature of the economic patterns suggests that if we encounter the same challenges, then policymakers are likely to implement the familiar scenarios once again. As a quick reminder, while we explore the economic intricacies, it's crucial to note that as of right now, no fourth stimulus check, none of the stimulus check have been approved. The approval of such stimulus check measure hinges on economic landscape, these economic indicators, the factors that we have dissected today. Don't worry, I'm here to keep you informed on all the latest economic decisions, all the latest economic factors. The journey through the 2024 promises some twists and turns, but don't worry, I'm here to support and keep you up to date with all the latest information. Make sure to hit that like, share this video, subscribe, and this is Kedar from How to Guys. See you in the next video.